Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do my favorites in makeup of 2017. I wasn't going to do it because I didn't have a channel for 2017, but then I figured it would be a good way for you to know what kind of makeup I do like. There were some things I didn't include because I got them too late in 2017. I wanted to include things that I used consistently throughout the year. These aren't all things that were released in 2017. They were just my favorites for the year. So, and there's a little bit of squeaking going on. I picked the one and only place in my beauty room, I don't know how I managed it, that where the floor squeaks. And the way I moved my boxes, because they're still not unpacked, the way I move my boxes, I am stuck in this little corner. Normally I sit in front of this guy here, at least I have for the past couple of videos. Now I'm sitting next to it just so I can have a better, I don't know, less cluttered background for showing you product. But anyway, let's just get right into it. I'm going to go in order of, pretty much in order of how I put things on my face. So first things are going to be primers. I'm going to bring my box over here so I can toss things in them when I'm done. I have a lot of samples, like 100-point perk from Sephora sizes, just because I want to try out the products, and I buy a lot so I get a lot of points, and I would rather try out products. Like this first one is the Coconut Skin, if you can even see it, Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and I have 3 of these guys because I just don't want to buy a full one. Every time I place an order, I just go ahead and get another one. But it is just the best. I have dry skin, and it is just amazing because it moisturizes and primes, and it does prolong the wear of your makeup. It really truly does. So that's what a primer needs to do. The next one I generally mix with other primers. I don't use it on its own, and it's another little sample. It's the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I don't know if you can even, if my camera will focus. It won't, but that's okay. I don't know, I changed the settings and it's not wanting to autofocus, but just believe me that that's what it is. Let's scoot over into the middle here. So I just love this for when I want a little extra glow for going out at night. And then the best, and I'm so sad that I can't buy this anymore. I bought this right before I went cruelty-free, so I still have like a really, really good amount of it left. But it is the best primer for dry skin. It feels amazing, and it gets just the teeniest bit tacky, but not really. But you know your makeup's really sticking to it. And it is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Primer, Skin Perfecting. It's supposed to increase foundation wear for up to 8 hours, and it looks like this. So there's that guy. The next thing is foundation, and I figured I would share a couple of brushes and things that I use, just my all-time favorite ones. And the one that I found this year, this is with it small and dirty, it's not wet, is the Flower Beauty Sponge. I love that it has this slope right here, and just when it gets big, it is the softest, most amazing sponge ever. I really like the L'Oreal one, but this one's cruelty-free, so, and it's better anyway. So this is how I put on my makeup most of the time, unless I'm using my Sigma F80 dupe. It's just some, well, cheap-ish brush. It's lasted me for like 3 years, so it's actually a pretty good brush. But yeah, it's just a kabuki flat top. But I pretty much use this every single time because I have dry skin and I don't like full coverage, so I like to sheer things out. So there's that. And I have a BB cream, a tinted moisturizer, and 2 foundations. The first foundation is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. And it's this guy. And I just found out that you can get this stuff at CVS. They just made a display in my CVS. My friend Casey had texted me saying that they had just put one in hers, and I was like, oh man, that's not fair, because she just lives a few states away. And then I went in there to get a prescription the other day, and I saw that there was an LA Girl whole big display, so I'm really excited about that. But this stuff, it's really great. Okay, here we go, squeaking again. My favorite though is, of course, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It is just so good. I have mine in soft ivory. The LA Girl one, I have no idea. I have it in porcelain. I have everything in a really light shade because I am pale as can be. Any of this color is bronzer and blush. So, and I mean, I even have it. I have a big forehead, so I try and slim it down a little bit by putting a ton of bronzer and, you know, contour and stuff on. Don't have that much makeup on today, actually, because all of my favorite makeup was in this box over here, and so I could really only use, I mean, not that I don't like my other makeup, but I didn't have, you know, foundation or anything like that that I really wanted to use. So anyway, yes, this is just the perfect foundation. Perfect. Then next I go in with a corrector because I do have dark circles. They're hereditary. There's nothing you can do about them except for cover them up. So that's what I do. And I use Bobbi Brown, a cream corrector. Looks like this inside. And I have mine in the shade Porcelain Bisque. And it's just a really nice emollient, humectant cream that you can blend in with your fingers, which is what I really do. I'll actually blend it in with my fingers and then like right on the lines, which you can still see, but right on the lines, my voice just cracked. I don't know, it sounds like a little deeper and raspier today. It's weird. Right on the lines, I'll like just press it on before I put foundation on, and then just, I'm careful not to wipe underneath there. I'll just like dab my sponge over it to blend it in, and it's just the greatest. You don't even need concealer if you use it, but I use concealer anyway. Another one that actually is for dark circles is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion. And I'm not going to open it up because it's really messy. It's in peach. And it is, well, yeah, it's just too messy to open up. They don't have the best packaging, but it's a really good product. I just use an under eye brush and kind of dab it on and dab it into my inner corners, and it really brightens everything up. So that's a really good product. And my 3 favorite concealers. One of them I got in an Ipsy bag. I wouldn't have known about it otherwise. It's a natural tone, it says, for normal to dry skin. It's Hey Honey Trick and Treat Active Propolis Cream Concealer with treatment benefits. It's an orangey concealer. You can see the color of it. It's, I don't know, it's a little dark, but it's just a really, really good one for covering up any kind of redness or discoloration. My next favorite one, can't even read it anymore, is the Wet n Wild Illuminati Highlighting and Concealing Pen. And I talked about this in another video. It just has a brush tip and you twist it up and you get the product out of the sides of the brush, and that's just a really good highlighting one. But the best is the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, and I'm in the shade Fair, and it says it's a weightless one, and it's upside down because I apparently don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's weightless, complete coverage concealer, light diffusing, and all those claims, they come through on. This stuff is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, next thing is setting the under eyes, and that's if I set my under eyes. I'll use the e.l.f. HD under eye setting powder. I haven't even opened this one. It's got a nice pink cast to it, so it helps just brighten everything up. I will use my Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. I'll use that to set my under eyes, and I also use it on my whole face. But then I have this Bare Minerals Invisible Light thing that I got in a BoxyCharm, and there's a matte side on one side, and then the other side is glow. And the matte is really, really good for setting your under eyes. And the glow, if you build this up with a dense brush, it gives you a great highlight. I didn't know whether to put it in the highlighter category or the powder category, but it really does give you a phenomenal highlight. So those are those. I also use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palettes. I use this in Dulce de Leche, and this is a really good color, and this is really good for brightening because it's a banana powder, and this one is in caramel toffee. So okay, so then after I put on all of that, I actually, what do? I go to eyeshadow. I do. Yes, I do. I'm going to like breeze through these basically to show you the palettes. This one looks crazy, but if you use, like, this purple is amazing. The blue is great too. If you're doing a purple look, you can use this as a base, and it's just amazing. It makes your other purples pop so much more. And again, with the orange, if you use this with a brown, oh, it's just a great look. Great, great look. e.l.f. Mad for Matte. It's a staple. Everybody should have it in their collection. And I should open it up and dig my finger in and get shadow all over, because that sounds like the thing to do. But just has some nice warm tones, a few cool tones in there. It's just a good mix, and I love it. I'm going to skip over a few of these. ColourPop shadows, the pressed ones. I don't have very many, but I do have some. These are my singles. I do have palettes though. Same with Makeup Geek. This is just some of them. I have a bunch of other singles, and I have the Manny MUA palette. This is like the best everyday palette. It's amazing. I love it so, 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 so much. But yeah. Can't not mention Modern Renaissance. I know you all have seen the inside, but I will show you anyway. There's that. Now here's one that is not everyone's favorite, but I'm in love with it. I think everybody expected something different from Gwen Stefani, but what they really got was a neutral palette with a few pops of color, because that's what she does with her looks. She just has pops of color on her lips and her hair, and you know, maybe a little bit in her eyes, but her eyes are generally pretty neutral. She does winged liner, you know, so this is a great neutral palette. I love this pink. I love when it's wet, and it just makes your lid look amazing. Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. This is what I have on my eyes today. It is just the best. Has some amazing colors in there. I'm a matte girl, so I'm in love with it. And my number one for the year is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I can smell it already. And I was like 6 inches, not really, 4 inches away from it. And yeah, this is just an amazing palette. I had said the other day that I had created one from Makeup Geek Shadows, but then I ended up buying this anyway because some of these shades, like Summer Yum, is amazing in the crease. Just Peachy and Candied Peach, I like to mix those two and put those on my lid. They're just, this white peach is really, really good white. So yeah. Then after that, after eyes, oh, I didn't mention my two favorite, what is it? Tinted moisturizer and a BB cream. This is another one. The BB cream is the one I keep getting a bunch of. I have like 5 of them. I keep getting them in the 100-point perks because I don't want to buy it. It's the Dr. Jart BB cream, and it's just, I don't know, it's the weirdest, like almost gray color when it comes out, but it is absolutely amazing. It's, I don't know, I can't even begin to say how great it is. And the NARS, which I'm going to be so sad when I can't buy this because this is my perfect color, my perfect, speaking of color, the Dr. Jart just comes in one color, which is really odd, but yeah, this I have in Finland, and it's the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and it is just phenomenal. It covers redness like no other, and I just am in love with it. And let's see, I have a bunch of stuff that fell out right here. Okay, next I do my eyes. My face is already done, cream liquid wise. So then I do bronzer, blush, and highlight. So we'll go with, I'm just gonna go with a couple. I use the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Ticket to Brazil, and it's just a great light color. Obviously, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Gotta use that. I have this Jane one that I found at Kohl's. Allison Henry, she's Allison Loves JB on YouTube. She hasn't really been doing videos for a while. She pops one up, you know, every couple of months, but she took a hiatus for a long time. She liked to use Jane products. I don't know if they're cruelty-free though. And this is just called Bronzing Powder in Give, and it's really dark, but if you use a light hand, it's amazing. And let's see. The best one, the one I have on today, and again, I have a little sample of it because it's going to last me forever. Like, it'll go bad and I'll need another sample before I can even finish it, is, oh, this one's the Milk Chocolate Soleil. It's usually the chocolate soleil that I use, but apparently I am that pale that the milk chocolate one gave me enough color today. I didn't even realize I grabbed the wrong one, but I love both of them. All right, again, I'll use this one for contouring, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche. The other one's a little bit too dark for me. This is another one that's not people's favorites, but I absolutely love it. And it is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow. And this bronzer is so great. This blush is the prettiest blush. And the highlighter is just really subtle and really nice. So there's that. And then I also like the other Gwen Stefani palette. This one's the face one. And it has great colors in it. I like to use this one for bronzer. These two blushes are great. There's a highlighter in there I really like. And that is it for those. Some blushes. Okay. The NYX High Definition Blush in Double Dare. It looks like an intimidating orange, but if you put it on with just barely touch it with the tip of your brush and then just barely dust it on, it gives you the greatest peachy shade. Flower Beauty Flower Pots. This one's in Warm Hibiscus. I wanted the peach one. This looked peach online, but it was not peach when I got it, but it's a great color. And the other two that I use all the time are my Wet n Wild Color Icon ones. If you can tell, I like Wet n Wild kind of a lot. I use Mellow Wine and Apricot in the middle. And there's just the best colors. So there's those. I like the Tarteist Blush Palette. I like the one from this year, but I have it right here. If I can get right in your face and knock over my flower crown. This is the one from this year. I've been using it a lot, but I can't say it's a favorite because I just haven't used it a ton. There's those colors, but this is the holiday one from last year. And except for the shimmer in this one, I really, really like it. I'm in love with this peach color. It's just, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And then I have one more Tarte palette. And that is the holiday one from last year. The one that is a 10-pan one, but it actually has a highlighter there and there. So you're really only getting 8 blushes. And I'll lift this up so you can see those colors. And then there's those colors. And they're just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 3 brushes I just found in front of me. One of them is a crown brush. It is the SS023 Jumbo Kabuki Fan Brush. It is perfect for contouring. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like, I have not found another brush except for the next two that I'm going to show you. These ones are both from Morphe. This one's from the Gilded collection, and it's a little bit, as you can tell, it's a little shorter, and it is a little more dense than the Morphe M459. This one is the Y12. But those are great for applying the contour. I mean, you can blend it out, but with them, but it's really great for applying it. What I really do is I apply it with this one, and then with this one, I will use powder and clean up the lines underneath. So those are some great brushes. Now, what do I do next? I do highlighter. I talked about this in my other video. Oh, I haven't posted that video yet, but I will talk about it. It's scheduled for 3 days from now. It's the Kathleen Lights Makeup Geek highlighter palette, and these shades are just amazing. You can watch the other video if you want to see some swatches and know a little bit more about it. This guy right here is from, oh my gosh, I believe Ofra, and it's in the shade Bliss. I'm really thinking it's Ofra. I could be totally wrong. I have 2 favorite highlighters. One of them is Jouer Citrine. I just love the packaging. I think it's gorgeous. And it's a really, 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 really pretty color. And then my second favorite is one from a company that is in Texas, and they hand make everything, and it takes a while to get your stuff. It can take up to a month, but it is completely worth the wait. They have a rainbow highlighter, but I got one that is a rainbow highlighter that's already mixed up, because if you mix up the rainbow one, you end up with like a clear highlighter. It comes in the cutest little like clamshell packaging, and you can, I don't know if you can tell, but I have hit like, I don't know, there's a major dent in there, a major dent, and it's all these little colors mixed together, and it's just the coolest thing. Yeah, that's like my all-time favorite highlight, because it only shows when it catches the light. It's not anything that's like, it's blinding when it catches the light, but it's natural otherwise. So it's just a really cool combination of how it works. Let's see. Becca in Prosecco Pop. Get rid of the little Becca thing. There's that. Wet n Wild. I have Botanic Dream, an awesome pink. Here's another awesome pink, which was limited edition, but I was just on their website. I just placed an order 2 days ago, and they're still selling this in the limited edition section. It's called The Sweetest Bling. Real Calyx is an awesome one. Awesome, awesome, awesome one. This is the best one, Blossom Glow, just because I'm so pale. It's so amazing. And then the original Precious Petals. Love it. Let's see. I'll just mention one more. I have a bunch more. But the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette, if you want a subtle matte highlight, which I know seems like an oxymoron, but it's not. Like, if you want a subtle matte highlight, go for this palette. It is amazing. These two colors mixed together are just so lovely. I don't really use these two just because I'm not dark enough, but I do appreciate that they have the darker colors there for anybody who needs them. Okay, I'll show one last one. It's from Model's Own. You can get it at Ulta, and it is in the shade Peach Pearl 02. It is the Sculpt and Glow highlighter powder, and it is a total dupe for the Prismatic Amethyst, I believe, Becca's Prismatic Amethyst. It doesn't look like it in the pan, but swatched and on your cheeks, definitely, definitely. So there's that. And let's see, I'm going to stop the video and then start it again because my camera is going to go crazy if I go over a half an hour. So, be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to split this up into 2 videos because otherwise nobody's going to watch it. It is way too long. It's 28 minutes and then the next one's another like 25, 26 minutes, something like that. So yeah, this will be my first part of my favorites of 2017, and then there will be a second part also if you want to watch that. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And if you want to subscribe, you can click on the little logo right there, or I will have it up here along with my last video. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.